Day 16 of vLENT, and today we are going through journal entries 585 to 634 in the Diary of Saint Faustina. I wanted to read journal entry 606, which says, "My Jesus, despite your graces, I see and feel all my misery. I begin my day with battle and end it with battle. As soon as I conquer one obstacle, 10 more appear to take its place. But I am not worried because I know that this is the time of struggle, not peace. When the burden of the battle becomes too much for me, I throw myself like a child into the arms of the Heavenly Father and trust I will not perish." So I loved that this is the time of struggle, not peace. It's okay that we have times of struggle. We, as a culture, as people, part of our human nature is we oppose any kind of struggle or feelings of uneasiness or sadness. And if we learn to embrace those moments, it can really help us, because it doesn't necessarily mean we have to enjoy those moments or wish for them or like them. You're gonna hear a squealing baby all throughout this, but when we're in them, it is a great way to help us, because we remember just that there's a time for struggling, and there's a time for joy. In journal entry 633, Saint Faustina talks about jealousy. She says, "I am greatly surprised at how one can be so jealous. When I see someone else's good, I rejoice at it as if it were mine. The joy of others is my joy, and the suffering of others is my suffering." And this is one of those things that I feel like it is somewhat common sense, but it's also one of those things that is much easier said than done. I wanted to give a quick tip. I may have mentioned it before in videos, but it was something that helped me a lot, because I used to struggle quite a bit with jealousy, just jealous of what other people had, their gifts, their talents. And people would always say, well, focus on the gifts that you have, focus on your own stuff, which, yes, do that. Yes, it's important. And yes, it can help tremendously to remember our own gifts that we've been blessed with, and to focus on ourselves and not comparing with others. But another thing that did help me is I realized that the more compliments that I gave to people that I was jealous of, or even if I didn't necessarily feel like extremely jealous about, but just people where I even just a split moment where I would see somebody's hair and have the thing like, I want hair like that, or oh, I want to do my makeup like hers, or I want to have cute clothes like that person, or something. And usually it was material stuff, nothing really amazing, but even personality traits though. I used to get jealous of in people, and I would think, gosh, that girl is so smiley and friendly, and I'm not the same way, and different things. And I would feel jealous, not in a mean sense, but more in an interior sense where I was really sad because I wasn't like that, which is still not good, because you're not honoring the person that you are, the person that God made you to be. Anyway, my best advice to helping with jealousy. Now, I'm like anybody else. I do have those feelings sometimes now, but not the way I used to. And this is what helped. So whenever I would see a characteristic in somebody else that I liked, admired, or felt feelings of jealousy of, I would compliment that very thing. My natural tendency was to never mention that thing in front of them, never say anything about it, because I don't know, I have no idea why I was like that. Maybe it was something that if I called it out, I felt like, I have no idea why, but when I would make a great effort to compliment the good in those people, the jealousy just went away. And then I just got better at complimenting people. Not that I'm perfect at it, and I wish I could get better, because sometimes I think things and I should have just, said something like, oh, I like that girl's sweater, why didn't I tell her? But yeah, in doing that, in complimenting, in seeing the good, and in people that you don't like, seeking out the good and finding something to point out that is good and beautiful in them, can be such a fruitful thing for yourself. You see why it's so hard for me to do these videos. Of course, you don't want to lie and make something up just for the sake of giving a compliment. You don't want to be fake, but genuinely look for, like, what's one thing that I love in this person? What's one thing really cool that they can do, a talent they have, and call that out and remind them of how special they are, beautiful they are, the gifts that they've been given. And I believe that that will truly help you, because it helped me, just cultivate a life filled with more joy, less bitterness, less anger. You know, there's room for everybody to be happy and to have good, wonderful, amazing things. There's enough room. And especially that's what I love so much about YouTube. Even though, you know, there's different maybe subscriber counts or like, what's it called, analytics. The thing overall is that there's room for so many different people, so many different types of videos, even in the same space like Catholicism. Each person that I see on here is so different. And I love that because there's just different things for different people. And even when you come across a video and you're not really feeling that person, you don't really like them, you can just move on and go to another one. But then there's somebody else who may love that video. And so I just think it's so cool because YouTube, at least in my experience thus far, has been a place that's not of competition, but it's just a very joyful, happy place for me, where there's room for so many people, and I absolutely love that. I'm just grateful for everybody that I've met on here. Thanks for being awesome, you guys. And actually, I just realized my shirt today says, "Enjoy the little things," which is perfect for talking about gratitude. Well, I'm gonna go because my stepdaughter's about to come home, but thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying these vLENT videos, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye, everyone.